and welcome to V2C, a veteran's 2 cents. I am the veteran. Today I wanted to go over a piece of lore that I came across in Fort Benning, Georgia when I was in basic training. I was introduced to this creature along with my platoon after we got out of the MEP station, which you can see by clicking on the link here and watching this video. After we get out of the MEP station and had all our gear packed up and everything, we had our duffel bag and our rucksack. They loaded us up in their usual mode of transportation, which were cattle trucks. We got on the cattle truck, and unfortunately for us, when we got on this particular one, there were no benches to sit on, so we had to stand up the whole way. But basically, they took us from the MEP station to the barracks where we would be staying for the continued duration of basic training. So after a while, you know, we don't really know how long because you're completely in the dark in the back of a cattle truck. The truck stops. And we're all kind of relieved because, you know, we're rocking back and forth and we're still holding onto our rucksacks and duffel bags, and we're pretty much exhausted from going through the chaos of the MEP station. So the doors swing open, and there's this rather pit bull looking black man that starts screaming to get off his truck. That was Drill Sergeant Brown, one of our 2 drill sergeants that we'd be having for basic training. So he's like probably, you know, 5'5", and it's like, looks like Lou Ferrigno wide. He's huge and muscular, and, you know, just seems like he could just take your head right off. We all get off the truck relatively calmly. We didn't trample each other this time, like back in the MEP station. So we all get off the truck, and we all kind of gather around in behind the truck, which was in front of this, you know, hill, which you would say hill, but it's not really a hill because it was 45 degrees up, a 45-degree angle, and you're like looking up at it like, okay, well, this is like a small mountain. But we all get in front of this small mountain, and Drill Sergeant Fiato was on one side. He was like this, you know, 9-foot tall Samoan guy, and Drill Sergeant Brown was on the other side, who was 5'5" and as wide as he was tall. So he all says, all right, everybody drop your gear. So everybody drops their gear on the ground, and we're all like relieved. Oh, good, we finally get all this off our backs, right? But we weren't ready for the hell that was about to ensue. So we drop our gear and we all take a breath, and he says, we want to introduce you to one of our famous training tools called the Green Monster. And he points to the hill, the small mountain, mind you. And so we're like, okay. And he says, when we say go, we expect you to run up to the top of the hill to where there's a road on the top. Once you hit the road, you turn around and come back, and you repeat until we say stop. And we all look up again. You want us to do what now? And we're all like already tired. And he says, go. So we all start running up the hill. And I mean, halfway up, already your thighs were like burning. Okay, your shoulders are already tired from carrying your gear, but now your thighs are burning. And like, we're huffing, and they're like, you better not stop. If anyone stops, everyone starts over. So now we all start getting scared because we're already burnt, and we're barely to the, you know, past the halfway point. We're huffing, and the drill sergeants are like running up the side of it. I mean, just like it was nothing, like they've been doing it their whole life. So we're all like, what the fuck? So we hit the top for the first time, and we turn around and we start coming back down. So halfway back down, it's like my thighs are already wanting to quit. And I'm starting to like choke up a little bit. Now people are starting to like lose their shit, and because their thighs are burning and their knees are giving out. Now they're stumbling over each other as we're trying to get down on the first lap. Finally we get to the bottom when we turn around and we start going back up, and all of a sudden we hear thunder. And about halfway up on the second round, it starts pouring. And I don't mean any normal pour. I mean like you're in the middle of the ocean, squall thing, tidal wave kind of downpour. Okay, and we're all getting, now it's all going in our eyes and we're all sweating and we're soaked, which makes, all our clothing heavier. So now we're trying to trudge up to on the second round, and once we get to the top and turn around, now it's starting to become muddy. So when we turn around and start coming back down, now people are sliding and knocking other people down. They're getting covered in mud, so they're trying to get back up and can't really do so. When you finally do get back up, they start rolling forward. So everybody's stumbling over everybody. I'm trying to keep pace. There's people that are trying to impress the drill sergeant, and they're running like that's an intelligent thing, like they haven't even said when we're going to stop, or there's a time limit, and if we have to start over, what time do we start from? So we get down on the second time, we start going back up, people are sliding down, about half of us have already quit. Luckily, my junior and senior year, I had taken football, so I had some kind of conditioning. We get back up on I believe the second round, and we start turning around and coming back, and I'm like feeling like shit now. My thighs are not really working well. I'm kind of half hobbling, half running. And now another half of the half that we had left is falling out. They're sliding down the hill. We get down on the hill, and we turn around, and we start going back up, and then I feel it. I'm like, oh, this is not good. And we're getting halfway up, and the drill sergeants are yelling, "You better not quit, soldier. You better keep moving. Keep moving. Double time it. Move out." And we're running up, and we get up there on the third round and start coming back down, and I'm really not feeling well. And we get all the way back down, and we're coming back up on the last lap, and the drill sergeants are right side by side, and they're going, "If you stop, everybody starts over." And there's like 3 of us left. So we start hoofing it up and hoofing up. We get to the top, almost to the top. The other 2 slide back down, and I lost it. My lunch started coming up, and I started puking it. I'm almost to the top, and I'm puking all over myself, and it's running down, and I'm puking. I got it on my hands, and I'm trying to wipe the mud and the rain off, and now the puke's all running down on my hand. I think I bumped into the drill sergeant when he said, "You better not stop, soldier. You keep moving. You keep," and I'm puking all over myself, and I finally make it to the top, and he says, "Soldier, that was outstanding." He says, "Everybody can stop." And that was our introduction to the fabled green monster. And if you enjoyed that story, please leave a like. If you want to hear more of this, please subscribe and support my channel, and I'll bring you much more content just like this. If any of you out there that are listening to this story have decided that you might want to join the military, please click on this link to this video, "Should I join the military?" and that will give you some insight into that and help you to make a more informed decision. And I hope everybody leaves today a more informed and better person than you were the day before. And everybody, you have a good evening, and I'll put out another video very soon. Thank you for watching.